Women are vulnerable to your masculine power. It's not what the video is about, but I want to drop that message, so take heed. What's going on? So in today's video, we're going to talk about being very specific in your approaches, in your openers, and why it matters that you are very specific in what you say upon your initial approach. Every approach that I've ever done from a very specific thing, or I've said a very specific thing versus something very general like, hey, you're beautiful, right? Something that I tell most girls. When I get very specific, two things happen. One, I get very observant of what it is about this particular girl that I like, what it is that she's wearing, what it is about her physique, what it is about her energy, her aura. I get way more tapped in, I get way more tuned in, I get way more observant. Here's what happens on the other side of that, is when you get very observant and very specific and you deliver a compliment that's so very specific to what it is that you saw or that you're witnessing or that you're observing, it takes a woman back a little bit. I'll say that again, it takes her back a little bit, right? Because she's hearing what you're saying, and it's not just coming out as something that she's been told many times before. It's very, very, very specific. Watch them slow down and take in what you have to say. Watch, just go out and do it. Come back and report to me how that works out for you. I guarantee you it will have an effect like no other. Let me give you an example. You're out there. You see a woman, she's maybe got a tennis skirt on. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those white ones that kind of, they pop up. Tennis players wear those, right? And, maybe she's got some whatever shirt on, cute, sexy shirt on. And maybe she's got some tennis shoes on, maybe she's got some heels on, or maybe she's got some really cute, sexy sandals on, right? And she's got the whole pedicure thing going on for her. And let's say specifically, you yourself are aroused by the tennis skirt, right? Maybe that's something that you specifically like. So when you approach her, it's not gonna be, hey, I'm sorry, I thought you were beautiful, I just had to come say hi. That's a good one, but it's overused. I overuse it. So stop using it. When you walk over there and you say something like, ooh, I'm gonna say this part. I gotta say this part. Let's say it's a combination of things. Let's say you got a girl, for me in particular, right? I've got a foot fetish, right? I get it, it's cringe. You get over it, right? I like it when a girl has a pedicure. I like when she takes care of her feet. It's a very feminine, sexy part of the female body, right? I'm not looking at dudes' feet. I'm looking at women's feet, right? And there's a lot of jacked ones out there, but there's a lot of beautiful ones out there, right? So if I were to see a woman, let's say she's wearing a tennis skirt, and then she's got some heels on, or she's got some sandals on, right? When I go over there to approach her, I'm gonna say, hey, I just gotta tell you, I just love how sexy the tennis skirt looks with the sandals and the way you color up the toes. Like, I would say something like that. Because she'll pause for a second, then she'll look down at it, and she'll go, oh my God, thank you. I don't know what it does, but it always gets them to stop. And the response from it is always very feminine, very animated, right? You walk over and you tell a girl, hey, I think you're beautiful, I just want to come say hi. It has a good effect, but it doesn't have that type of effect. That type of effect is the more powerful one. That type of effect gets you so much more, right? Especially when you're unapologetic about it. Especially if you can be just a little perverted about it. And what I mean by perverted, I don't mean being a creep, but I mean, if you really enjoyed that and that really aroused you sexually, the way that you deliver it is going to feel as if you're in admiration of her sexually, right? Go back to the last video I talked about. Conviction, having conviction in yourself. I know what I like, I know what I love. I'm not scared to express it. That's just me, I like that. I think that's sexy on you. All right, I'm not gonna apologize about it. If I could take you back to my place right now, oh my God, I'd be all over you. Unapologetically. What makes that work? What makes that work? What makes that not creepy? What makes that so you don't go to jail? What makes that so you don't go to jail right then and there? It's the heart. It's the heart. It's how you're coming off when you say it. You're not just coming with a bunch of cock energy, blasting at her with no feeling of heart, no feeling of softness, no feeling of warmth. If it's lacking warmth and it's lacking softness, it may not be received well. It may not be received well. So if you're going out there and you're practicing this and it's not turning out the way I'm saying it will turn out for you, it's because it's lacking heart. It's because it's lacking warmth. It feels predatorial. You gotta have a heart piece. I've got a video on this channel and I'll link it in the description along with our secret Facebook page. Make sure you join that. It's a pretty awesome Facebook page. I got exclusive content on there that I'm not posting on YouTube, that I'm not posting on Instagram. And you got full access to me for the most part. If you need to hop on a call, you need help with something, feel free to reach out. Okay, let's chat. There's a video I have on this channel. I'm going to post it in the description. It talks about feeling. Most specifically, it literally walks you through how to feel the heart. I walk you through how to feel the heart. So if you ever had trouble with the heart, this is the video that you're going to want to watch. It's got to have the heart in it. Hey, excuse me, I'm sorry. I love the way that tennis skirt looks with the fucking heels. Jesus Christ, girl. God damn. It's got to feel into it, right? I'm not being perverted. I'm not all over. I'm not trying to grab her and be on her. I'm just delivering my truth. I'm in my conviction about what it is that I like, what it is that I love. I got a story to tell. I got 2 stories to tell. All right, don't get grossed out. I got a foot fetish. Remember, don't get grossed out. If you get grossed out by this, don't watch the rest of the video. Just cut it right off, okay? I took the sexual transmutation workshop with Brian one time when they offered it at Fearless. In that workshop, it taught me it's okay to be sexual. The fetishes that I have, the things that I get kinked out about, they're okay. They're totally normal. There's no reason to feel shame around them. I took it to heart. I left that workshop. We went down to Third Street Promenade, and I had seen this sexy lady and she had these platform sandals on, and it was just hitting just right. And I was at a stoplight, and she was also at the stoplight. And I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. And I was like, I just gotta, because here's the thing. I had been telling girls I thought they were beautiful for a long time, and it's got a great effect. But I knew that inside of me, the real feeling, that real feeling of like, I know this is gonna work because it's authentic. It came from me being like, it came from me saying, you have to be very honest about what you like about her. And for some reason, I had to tell her about those platform sandals because they were clean. She was taking care of her feet. Everything just looked really nice and proportional, right? No weird shit. So I told her, I gotta say, I love those sandals. I love those heels on you. Or whatever I said, something like, I love those sandals. They're sexy. And she stopped. She looked down. She goes, she starts giggling. She's like, no way. She's like, oh my God, you like those? And I was like, I fucking love those. And she started laughing and she started giggling. And she said, well, what's your name? And we started talking. And that was the first moment I realized you can get away with saying exactly what you feel and what you mean. Now, it didn't turn into anything, that one not specifically, because I was still very nervous after I said it. I didn't know how she was going to receive it. That was my first time saying something like that. And so I got nervous and I went up into my body. Second story. We're in Romania. We're in Bucharest. This is during the week-long workshop, right? We had just finished the second week. I leave my Airbnb. I'm walking down the street. I run into this guy. He's a dating coach. Never seen this guy before, but he says he's a dating coach. So I hang out with him for a little bit. It's a black guy in Romania, so I saw him. You know he saw me. So you know we started hanging out. There's not many black people in Romania. We're walking down the street, blue. We walk past this cafe, and they just happened to serve wine. And there was a lady sitting outside by herself. I saw her, he saw her. We both had the same idea. I said something to her. She said something back. I don't remember what she said. Something about drinking wine, and it was a nice day. She was laughing. I just noticed her energy was a little bit open. So we kind of walked back a little bit. Then we came over and we grabbed our seats, and we just started talking to her. I sat next to her. He sat across from us. It was going really well. At some point, he realized that, okay, I like this girl. Like me, Anthony. And so he gets up and he's like, okay, cool. Well, I got to go meet up with my friend, and I'll catch you guys later. So he leaves. It's just me and her. We're sitting there. I'm sitting next to her. We're talking. About something obscure. I look down and I see she's got these sandals on. And she's got her pedicure going on. Her toes done really nice. The sandals are very cute. It really goes with her dress. And I look down and I say, Jesus Christ, like, those are sexy as fuck. And she looks at me and she says, what? I say, your feet are sexy. She's like, oh, you have a foot fetish? I said, I do. So she likes to tease me. She grabs her leg, she puts it up on my leg. Like, basically she puts it on my knee so I can play with it. And she goes, do you want to play with it? So I just started playing with them, right? And I could see her getting aroused as I'm doing this. And she starts telling me things like, yeah, I got a boyfriend, but he actually likes it when I have sex with other men. And so I started laughing because I was like, okay, this is interesting. She takes a photo of us together. I'll post this photo here. I'll post the photo. She takes a photo of us together. She posted on her Facebook. She sends it to her husband or her boyfriend. He sends her a bunch of like these emoji heart eye faces. And we just start laughing. But I'm getting aroused because I'm playing with her feet. And she's getting aroused too. So I said, look it. I said, I'm staying over here. I said, we should go check out my place because you're finishing your wine up right now. And she was like, okay, cool. So we start walking back to my place. And we get there. And then we get into the elevator. And immediately, as soon as we hit the elevator, we start hooking up in the elevator. Just full on hooking up in the elevator. We finally get to the floor that I'm at. Somebody opens the elevator door while we're hooking up in there. They see us and they just close the door back. Good times, okay? All that started because I wasn't afraid to own what it was that I liked. I was, in a weird way, I was being very specific about what I liked. I wasn't hiding, and I wasn't trying to cover it up either, right? I was just being very authentic and very real about what I liked, and it had a great effect. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys are in this situation, don't BS yourself. Don't beat around the bush. Don't do any of that stuff. Just go right in for it. And just be honest and be authentic. Remember, get that heart open. That heart is the key piece. Because it can make the difference between her feeling sexy and aroused and turned on by you doing it, or her feeling creeped out a little bit, nervous and wanting to get away from you. There's a good book. It's called Mode 1. Go read Mode 1 by Roger Allen Curry. It's a great book on how to be direct with women, and it's fucking authentic. Brian recommended me this book. He said he thought I was ready for it. So go check it out. Again, hope you guys gain a lot from this video. Sorry it's 13 minutes. I much prefer it to be like 7 minutes, 6 minutes, but it is what it is. Join our secret Facebook group. Tons of content on there. I'm pretty much posting daily on there. We got a free Zoom call coming up on Thursday where I'm going to do a Zoom teaching on what to say during your approach. If you ever get lost and stuck on what to say, I got a free Zoom call on Thursday at 7 p.m. PST, Pacific time. Go onto the secret Facebook page to find the link for that. Okay? If you guys have questions about anything on that page, you can reach out to me privately, DM me, let me know. All right? Anyways, guys, have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.